Much for joining us tonight. Tonight we're going to go through some fabulous recipes on the lead up to Christmas. These are really great gift giving ideas. They're also really great for serving on Christmas Day and all of those Christmas events and functions that you've got coming up as well. So we're really excited to be able to share these with you and we're ready to go. So we might just give everyone a few minutes to get on. I know that you're not cooking along with me necessarily, but we will be giving you all of the recipes so that you can do these wonderful things yourself. I will also let you know that for those that love to do the cook-alongs with us on a Thursday night, I am going to be doing stir fry. And I know so many of you have asked for stir fry, and I'm really excited because I think I've got it absolutely perfect and so easy. It's a beautiful, easy 12-minute stir fry. So I'm really excited to bring that to you on Thursday night at 6 p.m. Sydney time. So for those of you in other states, of course, you know it's recorded. You can come back and watch it with us later. So we're going to go through and make some wonderful things. I want to get started because one of my ones that I'm cooking is going to take 30 minutes to cook, and this will probably only go for 30 minutes. So we really need to get that on. And this is a really super easy and amazing tasting tomato relish. So let me just grab my onions. I find if I cut my onions and then store them in the fridge, it helps to stop me crying when I chop the onions because no one wants to see ugly cry face. Okay, so this one is so super simple and so easy, but let me tell you, it is amazing with your ham. So obviously we're coming into ham season and everyone's buying their hams ready for Christmas, but this was also an amazing relish with a cheese platter. So have it on the side instead of maybe some caramelized onions. Try this cheese platter. That's all you need. Amazing. So we'll get started. And what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to chop that up. So I'll just come around, chop that up. Okay, so we're just going to use our expert. Actually, no, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this and I'm just going to pulse it because I just want it chopped up nice and quickly. So do you want to come in and see how I use the pulse function? So it's just going to chop up my onions just into small pieces and I am pretty happy with that. Okay. So we've chopped that up and now I'm going to pop in my tomatoes with that. So we'll scrape that off. I don't want to say it too soon, but I'm hoping ugly cry face isn't going to happen. Okay, so then I'm going to throw in my tomatoes, and that's about 1 kilo of tomatoes. So half a kilo of onion, and they were just brown onions. And then I've just got whatever tomatoes are on special. So if you can buy a bag of them cheap, it's a great way to do it. Just have a look at what tomatoes are on special. These are just some Trust tomatoes that I found that were the cheapest tomatoes to be able to use. But this relish is going to make about 4 bottles. So if you're looking at gift giving, the most expensive part to this is going to be your tomatoes at the moment because they're a little bit on the more expensive side. But like I said, look for, you know, when they sell tomatoes on a cart that might not be perfect looking or something like that, then absolutely there's no reason why you can't do that. So then I'm just going to chop that up, and I'm going to chop that up on speed 13. So I'm just going to up my speed just for 30 seconds. Okay, so if you want to have a look at that, I've just given it a nice little chop and it's just in there beautifully and we're happy with that. And we're ready to go. So what are we going to put in here, I hear you ask, or I've heard you thinking. And we're going to pop in, are you ready? Some brown sugar. So sorry, some raw sugar I'm going to pop in there. So a little bit of raw sugar, about 180 grams. I'm going to pop in some apple cider vinegar. You can use malt vinegar too if you've got it, but apple cider is what I had, so that's what I'm using. Then in here, I've got some mustard powder, I've got some curry powder, I've got some corn flour, and I've got some salt. So I'm just going to add that in there as well. Perfect. And then I'm just going to pop that on. Again, smell-o-vision would be the perfect thing for you to have right now because this is going to smell amazing. Okay, so we're going to set that on our expert mode for 30 minutes. So I'll just set that up. And we'll go for 30 minutes. And we're going to go on speed 3. And we're going to pop that on 100 degrees. So I'll pop that up. And then we'll let that go, and we're going to get started on our sweets for the evening. Okay, so we've got that going. So we've got our stainless steel bowl. So for those of you that aren't aware of our stainless steel bowl, we are induction heating. We are to the degree with induction heating, so it's going to get to the temperature we want. We've got our double-walled bowl. It's nice and safe on the bench, and it's just going to sit there and cook away while we do some other things. Now, what I love about these recipes is as you see me go along, you'll see how quickly you can put these things together. So if you're madly trying to get ready for Christmas Day or Christmas entertaining or gifts, there's some really great things that you can put together and you can do really, really quickly and really easily. So we'll start first of all. Now I've been testing and playing with these, and the neighbours have been loving these because I have been making them for them, or I've been giving them to them to get them to test. So it's always nice to have taste testers, and the rule is I'll give them food if they're completely honest with what it tastes like. So I think that these ones are really good. So what they are is we've got the peppermint, I always forget what they're called, mint slices, that's what they're called. They're the Arnott's mint slices. So I've got one packet of those. When I first did it, I thought it's not quite minty enough. I wanted it to be a little bit mintier than it was. So what I've done is I've bought a peppermint crisp bar. I love peppermint crisp bars. You can put one in, you can put two in, you can put as many as you like in, but for me it just gave it that extra mint kick. So we're going to pop in the biscuits and our peppermint slice. So we'll just pop that in like so, nice and easy. And all we're going to do is crush that down. So this is what I love about having a food processor, is that we can actually do this so quickly. So are we ready? One little biscuit in there. Okay, so we've got that nice and crushed, and we're going to add 125 grams of creamed cheese. So I've just bought the supermarket brand cream cheese, and it's absolutely fine. So we'll pop that in. Nice and easy. And we're then just going to mix that together. Now, I will show you the end result of these in just a moment. They are super cute and super easy. So this one here, as I said, I use the mint slice biscuits. Done. Now I'm just grabbing a tray, because what I'm going to get you to do when you make these is then roll them into balls. Now call me a little crazy and a little OCD, but when I do these, I actually use, I pop a piece of baking paper onto my scales, and I actually measure that each ball's about 20 grams, because I know if I do exactly 20 grams with these, I'm going to get 15 mint balls out of this. Okay, so if you're not worried and you just whatever, I'm a bit crazy like that. Okay, but you can see now, if you want to have a look, that beautiful mixture that has come together. And again, shame you can't smell that, but it's come together, and all I'm going to do is roll those little balls. So let me just grab my paper towel. Okay, so we're just going to scoop out some tablespoons sized bowls. I'm not going to worry about measuring them all in front of you so you can see just how crazy I am. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to roll balls just like this, and I'm just going to do a couple because I want to show you what I do with them at the end. So we're just going to roll them, pop them on the tray, but then I'm going to pop them into the fridge, and it takes about an hour for them to set. So let me just pop those there. Okay, now if it's a really hot day, pop your mint slices into the fridge, and your cream cheese is obviously going to be cold as well because it's coming out of the fridge, but that will just help that they're not going to be so sort of warm. So I'm just going to set this aside up there, and I'm just going to pop these in the fridge. So hopefully they're set enough for me to finish them off. Okay, easy. Now, do you want to see what they look like, or should I make you wait? I can't make you wait. I'm so excited because they're super cute. So I've done two versions of this. The first version I've done of this is why do I have so much trouble with the mint slice? I don't know why. The second version I did of this was with a packet of Tim Tams, cream cheese, didn't worry about the peppermint crisp bar, and this is what we've done with them. Okay, so come in, they are so cute. I'm so excited by these. So these are our mint ones, and then I've just sliced up with a pair of scissors some mint leaves, so the Allen Spearmint mint leaves, popped a little red M&M on there. These ones are my Tim Tam version, and I've just popped a little bit of coconut so they look like snow, and a little red M&M in there as well. So tell me what you think of those. Just the look of those to me is amazing. Get yourself nice little cellophane bags, seal them up, bow them up if you need to. Beautiful little gifts. Great gifts if you need to give teacher presents, if you need to give work presents. You don't want to spend a lot of time, you're going to spend the time but not a lot of money on these things. But they're really nice gifts to be able to give to people, and I think people really appreciate those homemade type things that aren't homemade paper cutouts of things or something. Food is so much better as a homemade gift. Okay, so do you like those? Let me know what you think of those, because I would love to get your feedback on those, and I'd love to know once you've made them as well. So make sure you know, if you've got something you want to post on the Magimix Australia page, by all means, please take photos of these when you've done them and pop them up for us. But if you're thinking you're going to give these a go, let us know. We've got Rose there answering questions as well tonight, so if you desperately have to have this recipe tonight, I'm sure Rose can pop it up there for you as well, just quickly in the comments. But like you saw, super easy, super quick, super amazing, and we're ready to go for the next one. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside. Now I think what I'm going to do next, because we're going to do a couple of things melting chocolate tonight. And melting chocolate is something that I love to be able to do in our Cook Expert, because melting chocolate, I can set that time with that induction heating and it's going to work perfectly for us. So I'm actually going to wait on that one there, and I'm going to go with the chocolate chip cookies. Now, who doesn't love a good chocolate chip cookie? So I'm going to get started on that. I'm going to grab a bowl and we're going to whip up something fabulous. So rather than having to have a stand mixer or a hand mixer or hand beaters, again, we can do everything in our large bowl in our food processor. So I'm going to start by popping in our butter. And again, this is just a really easy cookie recipe, but they taste divine. And I'll give you a hint. Well, my children came up with this. They reheat them in the microwave for 15 seconds before they eat them the next day or the day after that. Okay, we also had a debate as to whether you squish them down or you leave them as balls to sort of cook a little bit fatter. The fatter ones rolled in balls won. There was only one person that liked them flat. I'm not even going to tell you who that was, the difficult one. Okay, so we're going to push that in there. No, I wouldn't say she's difficult, just different. Okay, so we'll pop that in there like so. And I love that you can cream butter and sugar so easily in here. So we're just going to pop that on and we're going to hit go. So how quickly can we bring that together? It's absolutely amazing. I'll just scrape down those sides just a little bit. What I love about our food processor is that blade is a millimetre to the bottom of that bowl, so it really is mixing everything, getting everything together in there as well. So we will take that off, and then I'm going to add my 2 eggs. Oop, tried to jump out. And then I'm going to add a couple of teaspoons of vanilla essence. 1, 2, who needs more washing up when you can just guess? Pop in our vanilla essence. Okay, oh, so pop our lid back on and we'll bring that together. Probably should have had the oven on and actually cooked them, because they seriously take 10 minutes, not 1 second more. 10 minutes to cook a tray of these amazing cookies and no time at all to whip it all up. So then we're going to add our flour. Now I may have done a double batch tonight to what's in my recipe. The reason for that is I'm going to the office tomorrow. If I turn up without something, there'll be trouble. So I have got a double batch in there. So I'm just showing you can do a double batch absolutely easily. And because they're so easy to do, it's so quick and simple to double that recipe as well. And you can see there's still plenty of room in that bowl. Now, if you want to come and have a look at how amazing that this comes together. So we've just got it all in there. It's come together absolutely beautifully. No need to do anything else. What I am going to do is add my chocolate chips. Now, I like to use dark chocolate chips, but it's up to you. You might want to do a mixture of white and milk, or white and dark, or milk and dark, or all three. It's completely up to you. Now, when I process the chocolate bits through, don't do it for too long, okay, because we don't want them all into tiny little pieces, but just enough to try to get that mixture mixed through. Okay, so then all I do is I remove my blade. Like so. Pop that off like that. And then if we need to get those choc buds, but honestly, you're going to mix this with your hands, so it really, really doesn't matter. Sorry, I keep blocking everything I'm doing with that. It really doesn't matter because we can mix it a little bit through our hands, but you can still see though how, if you want to come and have a look, how that's still mixed in. And when we go to start rolling those with our hands, you'll find that you can mix them through a little bit more if you need to anyway, but they are quite mixed well. And then we've got our tray. So I'll just move this aside. Let's check how long I've got here. Oh, 17 minutes and it's smelling amazing. So you have two choices with cookies, and the choice that is my favorite is just rolling them in balls. Now the reason I like doing this is because it's so easy. And I'm not a freak with cookie dough. I'm not going to measure how much they each weigh. So if you want large cookies, do larger balls. If you want smaller cookies, do smaller balls. It's completely up to you. Just give them a little bit of space in between because they are going to spread just a little bit. Okay, I am going to try to turn my oven on and see if we can cook them really quickly. So bear with me for 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. This is all part of our smell-o-vision experience so that you get to smell them. But you'll see, honestly, they take 10 minutes. They are so super quick to actually get these to cook. And they're a really great one to do if you've got suddenly someone popping over, especially in the silly season when we tend to have a lot more people call in and a lot more people visit. If you're looking for something to feed them, or just with a nice cup of coffee or a tea, then you can just grab this recipe and use it really easily. And honestly, they are amazing. So I did a demonstration in a kitchen store over the weekend, and it was the smell of these that was dragging people towards me. So in a big store, to be able to smell something amazing was great. So I'm just going to do 1 tray of these so I can pop them in. And then we're going to get on to something else nice and sweet. So I want to know, what is your favourite thing to make for Christmas? So whether it's a dessert, whether it's a main, whether it's, give us all some inspiration of the things that you're going to be doing for Christmas, because we would love to know. Would love your feedback, love some information on, some ideas as well for everybody else watching. But one of the things that I always love to do, which I'm going to do next, and it is one thing that I believe that you can do with anything that's in your pantry. Anyone going to guess? So I'm going to let you start guessing for a minute. It's just something that you can do. It involves chocolate. I'm just going to wash my hands. Okay. Anyone guessed yet? Has anyone got it right? Come on, I want to know what you think it could be. It's delicious. People love it. You can put anything you like in it. Those cookies in just a minute. No takers, no givers. I can't see whether anyone's answering, but I'm going to tell you what it is. We are going to make Rocky Road. So Rocky Road is a super easy, amazing sweet treat that you can make for people. You can make it for yourself. If someone says to you, bring the desserts, then this is a great little addition to add into your desserts with some Rocky Road. It's great with a tea or coffee. It's great after a big meal. It's great because it's Christmas. It's great because it's cooked in the Magimix Cook Expert, and it's fat-free because the fat actually leaks out of your food when you cook it in this metal bowl. True fact. True. Anyone believe me? Okay, so I am going to get going with my Rocky Road. Now, what I've chosen for this one is, so I am using 2 blocks of Cadbury chocolate because they are on special, or you use the large block of Cadbury chocolate. So I think it's like 360 grams or something. But today it was cheaper to buy 2 of the smaller blocks. So that's what I've chosen to pop in there. So I've just broken it up and we've got that aside. So all I'm going to do is I am going to, oh, hang on, I've got something. Don't know what I've done there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to set this, and I'm going to have to come around to do this. Again, I'm going to use our expert function, and I'm going to do it for 5 minutes, speed 3, and I'm going to do it at 50 degrees, and I'm going to take my cap off. Okay. So the reason I want to take off that cap is because I don't want any liquid, any moisture, any condensation, anything to drip into that bowl. Because if it does, it will ruin that chocolate. So we don't want that to happen. I'm just reading my Rocky Road recipe and it doesn't look right. But who needs a recipe for Rocky Road? So we'll fix that up for you. So I've got that going in the bowl. You can watch it. You actually come in and have a look at how quickly. So it's been going for what, 20, 30 seconds. But if you come in and have a look, you can already see that chocolate's starting to melt. You'll also see it gets stuck up on the edge, but as it melts, it starts to slide down. So very rarely would you have to stop the machine to be able to get that down. Now, one of my favourite things about Rocky Road is that you can put anything you like in Rocky Road. So if you've got, we used to do one where we'd put in chopped up cherry ripes, chopped up Allen snakes, or what that other brand of snakes that my children like better, I can't remember what they're called. You can put marshmallows, you can put nuts, you can put chopped up crunchy bar, you can put, there's so many things you can put in a Rocky Road that it's completely up to you. I used to always do Rocky Road after Christmas when you got left with all those boxes of Cadbury favourites with the Turkish delights in it that no one ever eats, or the, whatever, you've got left that you can pop into Rocky Road, chop it all up as well. So we're going to do that in here. Now, these are the cookies that I did pre-bake before. And these were the ones we flattened. So you can tell we've flattened them because they're a little bit thinner. But I'm going to show you, hopefully we'll get these in the oven and we'll have time to actually show you how quickly they bake in that 10 minutes. Actually, I'll put them in now. Because we wouldn't be far off. So what I've decided to add into my Rocky Road today, I'm just going to actually stop that for a sec and give it a quick scrape down. I just love that I can melt chocolate and I don't have to do it in the microwave, because so many times I've done it in the microwave and I've thought, no, a minute's fine. It's been a warmer day. The chocolate's a little bit soft, and honestly, it needed 45 seconds, not a minute. And then unfortunately, it tends to spoil really easily. So we've got that just melting. Oh, this looks amazing. You need to come back in and have a look in a minute. So we've got that going. Now, what I'm going to add into mine today is a really simple one. I'm going to do the little Allen's raspberries that I've just chopped in half. It sounds like I'm doing an Allen's ad. We've had spearmint leaves, snakes, and raspberries. I promise I'm not employed by Allen's. I wish I was employed by Allen's. That would be a fun job to have. But I am using their little raspberries that I've cut in half. I'm also using some marshmallows that I've cut in half, so some white and pink. And I've also added and it was a bit of a what's in the cupboard, and I'm going to go with Scotch finger biscuits. Okay, so I'm going to just break those up, the Scotch finger biscuits, and we're just going to put all those into the bowl in just a minute. Now, when I did my spearmint balls that you've got, that you can see, they're the peppermint balls, what I did was I also melted chocolate in the Cook Expert, okay? And then I dipped each of those balls into the chocolate to actually get them coated. So hopefully before I add everything to Rocky Road, I can show you how I've covered up those balls as well. So what you can do is, if you are, and this is great because I could use that bowl now to do my spearmint balls, and then I can use the bowl again to do my Rocky Road, and I don't even have to wash it because it's only chocolate in there at the moment. So I'll just break up those nice and easily. So as I mentioned, you might want to have a look at what we've got on the tray there, and we've got some raspberries, we've got some marshmallows, and we've just got some broken up biscuits as well. So it makes it nice and easy to be able to do that. We've got 9 minutes going there. We've got a minute left on our chocolate. When I think that's all it's going to need. Let me just have a quick look. I think it's actually almost done, to be honest. That 5 minutes. So don't forget, join me on Thursday night and grab the recipe and the ingredients of everything you need, and we're going to do stir fry. I'm doing beef. I found beef is a lot easier to work with, although I have got options there if you want to do chicken. You certainly can do that. I'll just keep that going for the last minute, and we'll get that mixed up. So I'm glad I have a dishwasher. That's all I'm going to say tonight. But we've got our beautiful recipes that will come through to you. They've got little pictures of what we've made as well. I will show you, oh no, wait till this melts. We've got our cookies baking in the oven, so hopefully we get to those in time so that you can see those as well. So we're flying through. We've done about 30 minutes here. Our chutney's only about 7 minutes away. We've got our beautiful Rocky Road, which is just minutes or seconds away. We're going to pop everything in there and mix it through in just a second. But there's simple, beautiful, easy things you can do if you're entertaining, or if you're going to, be giving little gifts to people. There's people that you suddenly think, oh, I didn't buy Auntie May a present and I didn't realise I was going to see her on Christmas Day. What can I do? Rocky Road. A beautiful chutney, something that you can have on ham or with a cheese platter or on a toasty. Yum. This one is amazing, and I'll show you the finished product of that one as well. So not long to go. We're going to add all of our ingredients. Now, if you wanted to make a huge Rocky Road, then just do more chocolate. It's completely open to you. I do tend to use Cadbury chocolate with my Rocky Road because that's my favourite chocolate to eat normally. So I believe don't use something that's not really your favourite if you're not really going to enjoy it. So I'm just going to pop all of those things in. So we've got our raspberries, we've got our marshmallows, we've got our chopped up biscuits, and I'm just going to get that to have a little mix through. Time. I'm guessing, is this the time? No, I want to add just a few seconds to that and just get that. So come and have a quick look and how that's just mixing through. I haven't even had to stir it. It's coated everything beautifully, and that is our Rocky Road. So nice and easy. So remember, cap off so that you don't get that extra liquid in there as well. Now, you can do any shape you like with your Rocky Road. So whatever container you've got, I've got these are the ones that I could do little seashells if I wanted to, or little Madelines almost is the tray. You can do lots of different ones. I'm actually going to do just this little one here, which is just a mini bread container. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape that in. Let's just pop that there. Voila. So come and have a look if you like. I don't know whether you can see this, but how beautifully mixed together that beautiful Rocky Road is. Surprised the neighbours haven't started knocking on the door. And again, with these spatulas, it's really easy to scrape everything out. So we make sure that we get everything in for our Rocky Road. Okay. Okay, so I think we've got a couple of minutes, so I might be able to still melt some chocolate to be able to do our mint balls. So we've got lots of time to show you how those go and give them a little bit more time. They really do need an hour to set, otherwise they are a little bit tricky to work with. But tricky is my favourite thing. So we'll work it out. It's all good. Okay, so we've got all of that in there. It's absolutely amazing. I would now pop that into the fridge and I'll show you the finished product. If you want to come in and have a look at this. And this is I just love the look of it. I love Rocky Road. I love all the different colours through it. I love all the pieces in it. I just think that it looks fantastic. And it's, like I said, a really easy and simple thing to make that you can do with anything that you've got. As long as you've got a bar of chocolate, then you can do absolutely anything. Okay, so let me just wipe my hands and we'll just do a quick melt. So don't forget, with those mint balls, you can also do, as I mentioned, that beautiful, what was I saying? Tim Tams is another amazing one. I think that was the favourite so far that I've done, was the Tim Tams. Okay, so this one here, we're just going to melt some chocolate. Pop that in. Okay, that should be enough to be able to show you what we're doing. I'll just come around and pop that on. Okay. $100 oh no, what am I saying? 100 degrees. Let's try that again. Let's go with 50 degrees. I think 100 degrees, we probably would have burnt that chocolate onto the bottom. Okay, so we're going to give that a quick melt, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with those beautiful balls as well. So I'll just get myself tidied up and ready to go. So I'm just going to pop our Rocky Road into the fridge because we want that to set. Check on the cookies. Oh my gosh. They look amazing. They look amazing. And I'm telling you, they cook so quickly. I didn't even put the timer on, but honestly, I don't have to because I've just done these a few times now. Okay, just pop that down. Okay. Nearly done. So did you tell me, have you all told me, what are your favourite things to make? What are your favourite sweets to make? What are you planning to add to your menu this year? You know, really exciting that we can all catch up for Christmas this year. So we're super excited about that and super excited to get together with friends and family. And the best way to do that is over food and great wine as well, isn't it? So we're all looking forward to that. So we'll let that finish melting. We've got our beautiful chutney, or relish, is nearly finished. So I'll show you that as well. I did make some. When it finishes cooking, you might find and you might think, oh, it's not thick enough. It's fine. Leave it. By the time it cools and then you bottle it, it is going to be absolutely perfect, and I'll show you that as well. In terms of bottles, I just buy bottles from your local Kmart, Big W, Target. All those sorts of stores tend to have these sorts of bottles. Even your reject type shops or bargain shops probably have them as well. But they're a great little bottle. You can tie a little bow around it if you want, or a little Santa Claus something on it that you can actually use to give as gifts as well. So we've nearly got our chocolate melted, and hopefully I can get those balls out and show you how amazing they are. Just get a couple of spoons because they get a little fiddly, but it's okay. By the time you decorate them, and you saw how beautiful they are at the front there, they're absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to give that one last little stir down, and we're just about there. Okay. I could hear a little puppy in the background knocking on the door saying, let me in. No way. No way. Okay, nearly there, nearly melted. Let me see if these are set. Oh, I think they are. I think they're good. So they really do, they're great if you can give them that hour, but they're actually kind of pretty good. So let's just get that on, and I think that that's probably melted enough. How long have we got to go there? A couple of minutes. I don't actually think I need that couple of minutes, to be honest. I'll give it just a tiny bit longer. Just going to wash my hands. our chutney's finished. I'm just going to let that sit for just a second because I want to get you to come in a minute and have a look at how we coat these beautiful peppermint delight, balls of delight. Okay. Yep, beautiful. Now, if you wanted to, you could tip your chocolate into a bowl, but I don't want to wash up another bowl, so I'm not going to do that. So this is what I do. 2 spoons. You might want to come in and have a look. So I've got the 2 spoons, and then I just drop it into my chocolate, and I just gently roll it around like so. And then I just, like that, and then all I do is pop it onto my tray. So if you come in and have a look at that one, you can see how perfectly we've managed to coat that. So if you do that with all of them, I won't bore you by doing them all now. And then while they're still wet, pop on your little red M&M or whatever colour M&M you decide with your little bit of coconut or your little spearmint leaves. And it is that easy to get those done. So don't they look amazing? We'll have a look at them just in a minute, the finished product of everything we've done tonight. So in here, we've got our beautiful, oh, it smells so good. So where's my spoon for that one? I think everything's got chocolate on it. So where did I put it? I'll just use this one. Okay, so again, if you want to come in and have a look, you can see you've got this beautiful chutney. So at the moment it does look like it's going to be too thin, but I promise you it is going to thicken up because I'll show you my finished product, which is just here. And this is the one that I did the other day. But you can see, can you see the consistency of that it gets to? So it's got that nice, perfect to put onto your toast with your ham, or just ham on its own, or to pop onto your cheese platter. Beautiful with some brie cheese, absolutely amazing. And like I said, a great little gift that you can offer to somebody as well. So I'm hoping we might just come in and have a look at everything we've just done in this half an hour. So we started with our, over here, we've got our balls that we've done with the mint sliced biscuits. We've also done some with Tim Tams. Then we've got our beautiful cookies, which I'm going to pull out of the oven now while you're looking at that. And then we've also done that beautiful Rocky Road. So absolutely amazing. And then we've done that beautiful chutney that we've got for our cheese platters that you can also use with your ham. And then come and have a look at my beautiful, delicious, finished off chocolate chip cookies. Don't you just wish you were here to try one? They're still that little bit fat, so we've rolled them in balls. You can press them down like we did with the ones at the front, but absolutely delicious and absolutely amazing. This house is smelling so good, just quietly. So I think that is it. I think that's everything that we wanted to show you tonight. So please let us know what you think. Please let us know what you try. They're absolutely amazing recipes, and we'd love your feedback as well. Don't forget, Thursday night we are going to be doing stir fry. If you've got questions, feel free to ask questions and we'll keep answering your questions for the next little while. But thank you for joining us and have a fantastic night. And if I don't see you again, please have an amazing Christmas.